With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Number 15.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up 1st and goal. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
28-yard line.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run it with Carson.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Keanu Neal brought him down. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd down. It's Carson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Holt. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. On 3rd down, Holt able to shake it, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Chris Jones coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like in the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To throw on 3rd down, Kerr. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
21 yards.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Ripping there defensively.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. From the gun, Holt. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Score, Falcons 7, Seahawks nothing.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
He's going to look deep down the field and got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. Operating from the gun, Kerr. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Holt. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. On first down, it's Bradley. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Number 31.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Holt. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Henry. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Henry again, the ball.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Kerr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Here's Carson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. You call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, Kerr. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Taking it about the 16. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Holt. That's caught by Waller out left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Atlanta.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Holt. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Falcons.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Operating from the gun, Holt. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the gun, Kerr going up top. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Complete.
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Operating from the gun, Holt. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Number 15.
From 19 yards away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So that'll back him up 5. They're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Kerr. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
To the ground and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
And the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They go play action here on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Derrick Henry. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Carson, the 1st down and more. And he gets this one down to the 24. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
And 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Off the play fake. Kerr. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This is taken just shy of the 10. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on second down. Holt. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Makes the score Falcons 28, Seahawks 20.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive first and 10.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on third down. Holt looking left side. It's complete. He's got it.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to fourth down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Back to throw. Curve. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
First pass.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Watch the curve. Hey, alert 3. 19, 18.
On second down, it's Carson. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Operating from the gun, Kerr. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
At the 49-yard line.
This is Carson, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. On.
Looking to throw on second down. Kerr. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. So that one will be accepted.
Right there. 54.
Now it's Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
To throw on second down. Kerr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. On first and 10, Kerr. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Grady Jarrett, his 2nd sack of the night.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun. Kerr. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Seahawks on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Holt. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
From the gun. Holt. Over the middle, complete. That's Bradley. Holt. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Holt got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. From the gun, Holt. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28.
Score, Falcons 35, Seahawks 28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Throw left side complete. That's Carson. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Kerr. They'll run the screen with Carson. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
On first down, Kerr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43.
43-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Chris Carson, the intended receiver, 3rd down here.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line.
Marlon Davidson
able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
33-yard line.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his throw here's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And that will be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On 4th down, Kerr. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
They'll try. No signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They run again with Carson. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Martin. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. He'll look to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
36. Falcons 35.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the West.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
They picking snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that split, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
No, but I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on it.
I don't be with me so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I'm not